Political opposition is brewing to the Draft University Grants Commission Regulations 2025 unveiled earlier this month. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has said the state will fight it legally and politically. He has found support from his Kerala counterpart. Why are these regulations being opposed? Vanakkam. This is T. Suresh Kumar. Thank you for joining me in this episode of the Hindu Focus Tamil Nadu. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan recently released the Draft UGC Regulations 2025. These regulations essentially deal with the minimum qualifications for appointment and promotion of teachers and academic staff in university and colleges. The regulations also outline measures for maintenance of minimum standards in higher education institutions. This is a periodic exercise. The last time such regulations came out was in 2018. However, what is very contentious this time, in fact politically contentious, is clause number 10 of the draft regulations that deal with the appointment of vice chancellors of central and state universities. As per the current regulations, only a distinguished academician with a minimum experience of 10 years as professor in a university or in a reputed research or academic administrative organization with proof of having demonstrated academic leadership shall be eligible for appointment as Vice Chancellor. Besides, the draft regulations make it very clear that any appointment of Vice Chancellor in violation of these regulations shall be null and void. It also warns of debarment of institutions that fail to comply with the overall regulations and says that they could even face removal under Section 2F and 12B of the UGC Act. That means that these institutions that are debarred shall no longer receive any financial grants from the UGC. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has opposed these regulations. His main argument is that granting broader control to the governors on Vice Chancellor appointments and allowing non-academics to hold these posts are a direct assault on federalism and state rights. Terming it an authoritarian move by the BJP-led union government, he has said that these regulations seek to centralize powers and undermine democratically elected governments. He has argued that education must remain in the hands of those chosen by the people, meaning the government, and not be dictated by governors acting at the behest of the BJP government. Stalin has cautioned that Tamil Nadu, which according to him leads the nation in terms of top-ranking higher educational institutions, will not remain silent if its institutions are stripped of autonomy. Pointing out that education is a subject under the concurrent list, he has said that the draft UGC regulations which were unveiled unilaterally were per se unconstitutional. This overreach was not acceptable and Tamil Nadu will fight it legally and politically. The Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly has also adopted a resolution moved by Stalin urging the centre to withdraw the draft UGC regulations.
இவர்களாக ஒரு உத்தரவை போட்டுவிட்டு இதனை அமுல்படுத்தாத கல்வி நிறுவனங்கள் யூஜிசி திட்டங்களில் பங்கேற்க முடியாது என்று சொல்வது அநியாயம் அல்லவா? அதுவும் பட்டங்களை வழங்க முடியாது என்பது பயங்கரமான மிரட்டல் அல்லவா? பல்கலைக்கழக நிதிநிலை குழுவின் இத்தகைய நடவடிக்கைகள் இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பு சட்டத்தின் அடிப்படை கோட்பாடான கூட்டாட்சி தத்துவத்திற்கு எதிரானது மட்டுமல்ல, தமிழ்நாட்டின் உயர்கல்வி முறைக்கு பாதிப்பை ஏற்படுத்தக்கூடியதாகவும் அமைந்துள்ளது. Stalin's opposition to these regulations must be viewed against the backdrop of what is happening in Tamil Nadu in respect of appointment of vice chancellors. As many as 6 state universities, including the University of Madras and the Anna University, have been functioning without vice chancellors for many months due to a conflict between the governor and the government over constitution of the vice chancellor search committees. The governor has been insisting that these search committees must also comprise a nominee of the UGC chairman. However, the Higher Education Department has rejected this. The state's argument is that these universities are governed by their respective acts passed in the Legislative Assembly, and therefore the UGC regulations of 2018, which call for a nominee of the UGC chairman to be as a member of the search committee, will not apply in their cases. Incidentally, several bills readopted by the Assembly that seek to vest the powers of appointing vice chancellors with the state government are pending presidential assent. While qualifications for appointing vice chancellors were first prescribed only in 2010 by the UGC, Tamil Nadu has had vice chancellors who are non-academics in the past. A classic example is that of R.M. Vasagam, a space scientist who was vice chancellor of the Anna University.
Even post 2010 regulations of the UGC, Kalyani Madhivanan, an associate professor in a college, was appointed vice chancellor of the Madurai Kamaraj University. Eventually, the Supreme Court had upheld an appointment on the ground that the Madurai Kamaraj University Act shall prevail over the UGC regulations. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan and the Communist Party of India Marxist have also opposed the draft regulations more or less on the lines of Tamil Nadu. In fact, Vijayan has argued that the provision to appoint non-academics as Vice Chancellor could be a ruse to appoint Sangh Parivar loyalists to the post of Vice Chancellor. For now, the UGC has sought opinion and comments on the draft from stakeholders before February 5. Ideally, taking into consideration issues such as state autonomy, federalism, and the fact that education is in the concurrent list, it would be better to restore the power of constituting Vice Chancellor search committees with the state government. In any case, Vice Chancellors are being appointed by the Governor Chancellor, and therefore it would not be ideal to allow the Governor to have complete control over the process of appointment of a Vice Chancellor itself. The proposal to consider non-academics for appointment as Vice Chancellor is debatable. As early as 1964, the Kothari Commission had said a Vice Chancellor should be a distinguished educationist or eminent scholar of high standing and administrative experience. In fact, former President K.R. Narayanan was once the Vice Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University. It would be better if a consensus emerges before the UGC regulations are implemented. On that note, this is D. Suresh Kumar signing off. I shall meet you in another video. Thank you.